Hello everyone, welcome to Street of Facts. On December 29, 2024, something terrible happened at Muan International Airport in South Korea. The day started like any other, with flights arriving and departing as usual. A plane, Jeju Air Flight 7C 2216, crashed while trying to land. The scene was chaotic, with debris scattered everywhere. It was a Boeing 737-800 coming from Bangkok, Thailand. The flight had been smooth until the final moments. There were 179 passengers and 2 crew members on board. Families and friends were eagerly waiting for their loved ones to arrive. It was almost time to land when the accident happened. The plane was descending and everything seemed normal. People all over the world were shocked and worried about airplane safety. News channels broadcasted the tragic event, and social media was flooded with messages of concern. The plane was coming into land when the accident happened. The descent seemed routine until the very last moments. The weather wasn't great, it looked like it might rain. Visibility was poor, and the runway was slick. What should have been a normal landing turned into a nightmare. The plane struggled to stay on course. Instead of landing on the runway, the plane went off the side. It skidded uncontrollably, unable to stop. It skidded and crashed into a barrier. The impact was severe, causing significant damage to the aircraft. There was a big explosion and a fire started. Emergency responders rushed to the scene, battling the flames and trying to save lives. People who saw the crash were very scared. The scene was chaotic, with many people screaming and running around in confusion. Some were trying to call their loved ones, while others were simply frozen in shock, unable to process what they had just witnessed. One person, Park Chul-soo, was waiting for a different flight. He was sitting in the terminal when he heard a loud noise and saw people rushing to the windows. Curious and concerned, he joined them to see what was happening. He said, "I saw the plane flying too low. It looked like it was having trouble. The engines were making strange noises and it seemed to be struggling to stay in the air. Then there was a loud noise and it went off the runway. It happened so fast." The impact was so intense that debris flew everywhere, and a massive fireball erupted. Firefighters and paramedics rushed to the crash site. They arrived within minutes, their sirens blaring and lights flashing, ready to tackle the emergency. Firefighters worked hard to put out the fire. They used hoses and foam to douse the flames, battling the intense heat and smoke. Paramedics looked for anyone who might have survived. They carefully navigated through the wreckage, calling out and listening for any signs of life. The airport was closed, and no planes could take off or land. Flights were canceled, and passengers were stranded, waiting for updates. South Korea's President Yoon Suk-yeol spoke to the country. He addressed the nation with a heavy heart, expressing his condolences to the families affected. He was very sad about what happened, and promised a careful investigation. He assured the public that every effort would be made to understand the cause of the crash and prevent such tragedies in the future. People are working hard to find out why the plane crashed. Investigators are meticulously combing through every piece of debris, hoping to find clues that will unlock the mystery. Experts are looking at the wreckage and listening to the black box recordings to understand what happened in the final moments of the flight. The black box holds crucial data that could reveal the sequence of events leading up to the crash. Some people think a bird might have hit the plane as it was landing. Bird strikes are a known hazard in aviation and can cause significant damage to aircraft. People saw birds near the runway around the time of the accident. Eyewitnesses reported seeing flocks of birds in the vicinity, raising concerns about bird strikes. Another idea is that something might have been wrong with the plane's landing gear. Malfunctioning landing gear can lead to catastrophic failures during landing. Some people said it didn't look like the wheels were down. This could indicate a mechanical failure or a problem with the landing gear deployment system. The weather might have also played a role in the crash. Stormy conditions and heavy rain can create challenging situations for pilots, potentially contributing to the accident. The crash of Jeju Air Flight 7C 2216 reminds us how important airplane safety is. Flying is usually very safe, but accidents like this show us that we always need to be careful and keep making things safer. The investigation will help us learn how to improve safety rules. The families of the people who died deserve to know what happened and how to prevent future accidents. This accident makes us think about how important every trip is. We need to learn from this terrible accident and work hard to make flying as safe as possible. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe Street of Facts for all recent updates.